guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope you are having a great day. In today's video, I'm gonna go ahead and get back to basics as far as some of the things that I usually talk about, and I noticed that I had not talked about a kind of you know, YouTuber made me buy it / get ready with me / let's test this crap out kind of thing. So I am going to go ahead and be testing out the e.l.f. foundation, and that's that one there. Hopefully it'll come in. Come on, there you go, there she be. e.l.f. foundation, and I have the one in Porcelain. Let me get under the light here. Porcelain, yep. It's one of the fairer colors, if not the most fair, and honestly going into wintertime now, I'm going to be able to, you know, work with this. Usually in the summer, spring to summer months, it's a little bit, I need like a shade up, usually a buff or a beige type of shade, but I can get away with Porcelain now, and especially with some bronzers and, you know, jazzing it up a little bit around the face. So let's get started. It is now, what time is it? Oh my gosh. Can you see that, guys? It's 11:14. I have been running around. We've had some internet issues as we speak. We're re-burping our internet. It goes down. So I was just kind of distraught, really, because I was trying to do some of the, you know, YouTubing and things like that, and get up there and look around and, you know, answer you guys. And a lot of you have had really good questions up there lately that I'm just kind of, you know, going through. So, yeah, and then I got frustrated because everything went, you know, went down. So, one of the YouTubers that I really love to watch, and that's JamBeauty, I think her JamBeauty 89, I forget, blah, blah, blah. She's a lovely gal. She is a teacher, and she does a lot of exclusively really wonderful makeup, you know, things, products she likes and things she tests, and all kinds of stuff like that. So one of her holy grail basically foundations that she said she can't believe that she only paid a few dollars for at Target or Walmart or wherever is the e.l.f. product line. And what I love about it is, you know, you don't have to break the bank, gals, to get really good foundation, to get it looking great on you. Obviously work with your own skin chemistry. Now, some people are going to hate this, you know, right off the bat. I'm going to tell you, some people are going to hate this, some people are going to love this, but you know, you do you. As I always say, try it out. All I can do is present it to you guys. I'm not being sponsored or anything like that. I usually never am. You know, I'm not up there big guru that they send me boatloads of crap to try. I really don't. I bought it out of my own little shekels because she said that, you know, she really likes this foundation. So I said, hey, it's not going to break the bank for me to try it. So anyway, enough chit chat. I'm going to pop this sucker open. The one I'm going to use also the e.l.f. This way, the e.l.f. primer. I thought, you know, I'd get that out of there. It's the poreless face primer. Just happened to pull a couple of things out of my drawer that were, you know, e.l.f. I happened to find that, and I've got another thing that I'm going to be using, like a correction powder, also by e.l.f. So we'll get through all of that. Let's just go. I've got nothing on my face now. I just literally washed my face. I think I washed my face with the Soap and Glory soap this morning. I'm still trying to use up the Nude stuff that they gave me, but you know, that's going, you know, well. But there's the primer. It's a kind of a creamy one. There you go. Very creamy. It's nice. I've got a mirror down here. Oh, wait. I forgot to put on my bunny ears. Okay, you know, I got the new haircut, right? So I'm trying to get used to working with all this. And ponytails are a challenge now because it is so, how do I put this? There you go. It is so challenging to put my hair back in a ponytail. There's not much left of it to put back in a ponytail. So Do you love it? Do you love it? I had to get them. I had to get them. Seriously, it was in one of these beauty stores, and I'm gonna go ahead and video about that as well. One of these how do you call them, international beauty marts, and they had this whole row of the cutest headbands. Seriously, the cutest. I couldn't resist. So I said, gosh, this is going to be really good to put my hair back when I'm doing makeup and when I'm cleansing my face and all that. So I'm rocking the kitty ears here today. Okay, so here we go. This is very silicone-y, guys. I'm just going to wing it here. I'm not going to go too hog wild. Just kind of under the eyes, around the nose area, chin, all of that. Just wherever it lands. You know, just put it in there. There we go. Just so the makeup clings nicely. And what I'm going to do, just so you know, is I'm going to put everything on, and then I'm going to check in with you guys, you know, like a 4-hour mark, 6-hour mark, whatever. I'll wear this all day, basically, and I'm going to just do a couple more videos, shoot those, so it'll just have this makeup on. And then I'm going to check in with you guys and see how it wears and all of that. I am going to also do one side with the sponge, which I've already wetted down, so there's that. And then I'm going to do the other side with this cool little brushy thing that I got off of, I think, AliExpress or something like a year ago, and I really love that brush. It's really a wonderful, neat little brush. So, okay, this has a pump. There you go. See that? Pump, pump, pump. And I'm going to go ahead and pump a little on here. There we go. And let's do one side first. I'm going to do my right side with the sponge. How's that? Okay. So I'm just going to dot it all over, nose, 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 chin, all of that. Okay. I hope you guys are doing good. You know, just a little chat there. I hope everything's doing really good, and I hope you guys are getting ready for Halloween is coming up. I cannot believe how Halloween is coming up. So, yeah, we're going to be probably not around the house during the actual trick-or-treating process. And what we do is, actually my dad is coming in from Italy. He's flying back as we speak, so I think we're gonna just probably be hanging out with him somewhere in a you know, restaurant or something that night. I'll probably put out a bowl. What I do, guys, is I put out a bowl of Halloween candy just on my porch, and I leave it there with a little sign. And you know, it's kind of like the how do you call it, the honor honor process. It's like, please don't take the whole entire bowl, little child that comes up to my porch. Please leave some for everybody. And they're pretty good about it. Honestly, these kids are really good about it. Especially the mom and dads that come with the smaller kids. They put them on a pretty good regime as far as only take 2 candies, leave the rest for everybody else, that kind of deal. So they're really sweet about everything. And you know, I just put enough out there to you know, have enough for the entire neighborhood, hopefully. I mean, it lasts a pretty long time. When I come home, of course, everything's gone, but the times that I have been at home and I've been running around with when my son was younger, and I did my own trick-or-treating. I left the bowl out there, and then I'd go trick-or-treating in the neighborhood with my son, and then come back. The bowl still had like about, you know, it was a quarter full or a third full. So I know these kids don't just dump out the whole candy and go on their merry way. So, okay, so I've done half my face with the sponge, and I'm trying to be meticulous. I got flack last time from someone because it seemed like I went over the brush side with my sponge to kind of blend it in. So I'm going to try to be really focused on not going over the boundaries. Okay, guys? So hopefully, let me come in a little more just so you see me here. There we go. And let's get going. So yeah, you know, and I try to put out, I mean, yeah, I do the M&Ms and I do the Snickers and, you know, all of that stuff. But I do some better quality candy, you know, some of the candies that are kind of healthier, I guess. I try to do some of the candies from like Whole Foods or somewhere else where I can get at least better, you know, ingredients. And also the fruit rolls. The fruit rolls are really good, guys. If you ever want to just give the kids something healthier, go get a bunch of the fruit rolls that are made up of, you know, real fruit ingredients, and they love it. They just peel it off the paper and they eat it, and it's real fruit and it's sweet and it's nice, and you know, they really seem to enjoy that. Okay, this blended in effortlessly. It is like totally done. Let me look at myself with you guys here. Yep, everything seems to be really good. And I'm not going over this side. Notice. I really like the cover, guys. It is a medium coverage, and I'm looking at myself in my mirror on the desk. How am I doing here? It covers nicely, but I can still see, you know, some of my little imperfections underneath, which is absolutely fine. You don't have to be totally glammed out. This is not for the Oscars or anything. This is just for going, you know, around and looking good, but you know, a little better than whatever. So that's about it. I think I've got all the coverage on. So I already did my mascara, by the way, and just to make mention, that is the voluminous, I can never pronounce it, voluminous Lash Paradise. Hopefully this will pick it up. I'm terrible with this. There you go, guys. I'm having some mixed feelings with this one. I really loved it when I first got it. It's just a really nice, dense type of mascara. And I don't know what's going on, guys, but lately, let me open this up for you guys. It's getting goopy, and I'm trying my best to get it out. But look at the end of this. It's just like really goopy. There you go. Do you see it? It's just that end, that tip gets really disgusting and goopy, and I don't know why it's clumping up that much. I don't know if it's getting to the end of its shelf life or what. I've had it since, you know, since going to Florida, so that's been what, like 2 months now, maybe. And I really liked it in the beginning, and I'll probably repurchase it just because that love affair of it, the first 30 days love affair, was really good for me. But if the second one does the same thing as this one is doing, which is goopiness, you know, that's it. I just don't like having all that crap all over my eye and doing all that. All right, on to moving along. Okay, the next thing I'm going to do is put on, here it is. This is like a e.l.f. It's called the e.l.f. Tone Correcting Powder. And this is really cool, guys. It comes in a quad. And depending on, let's see, blow that out. Depending on what your color, let me pull back a little bit so you guys see that. Can you see it? It's got pink, blue, green, and yellow, and depending on what color correction you need, you know, for your under eyes or, you know, anywhere else. I know the green corrects red, so it corrects the opposite color in the spectrum. So if you have, for example, breakouts or anything that is reddish, or some like some people around the nose area, I tend to have that. Sometimes it's a little bit you know, red around here or anywhere else. You use the green to cover that up. The pink just gives you a beautiful brightness, alertness, like under my eye. I look like I've woken up. The blue, I know the yellow is for purple. So if you have like dark circles under your eye, you would use the yellow to counteract the purple. I'm not sure what the blue does. The blue, opposite of blue, is what? I can't remember. But it does something. I don't know exactly what it is. I could look it up, and I'll put it in the description below on what corrections blue does. But probably something also to the effect of discoloration as far as, you know, under eyes or circles or anything like that. Okay, so let me go ahead and grab a brush here. I'm just going to grab this little brush, and it's another e.l.f. It's the e.l.f. Flawless Concealer Brush. All right, good job, guys. I'm picking up stuff that's kind of e.l.f. worthy, and I'm gonna dip it into the pink one here, and I'm just gonna sweep that ever so gently under my eye, just to kind of brighten it up and look like I'm, you know, coherent here, and that I've actually had a few cups of coffee, which I have. There we go. And it does have a tendency to kind of be powdery, flighty. I wanted to say flighty. I can see it going on my keyboard here, so I know it's definitely pretty powdery. So you do want to shake it off before you apply it. But that's all I'm going to do. I'm just going to basically, you know, go under my eye. Now, I did not put any concealer, anything else under my eye, as you saw. Except for the foundation, because I really want to focus on the foundation and how it's wearing and everything like that. So I don't want a lot of different things going on underneath it, or to kind of change the chemical wear of it, okay? All right, so next up, I'm going to be using the Rose Champagne Wet n Wild Color Icon. Poof, come on, get in there. Okay, I think it's going to come in. If not, I'll take my word for it. It's the Rose Champagne number 3260. And it's a pretty nice size there, guys. So pretty nice size. And it's a really pretty rosy, goldeny type of color. Reminds me of the NARS Orgasm. I think that's the reason I actually bought it, because it has that sort of a coloration. Okay, I'm winging it here, guys. I'm going into my little side mirror, and it just gives you that beautiful little glow flush without going nuts and looking like a Cupid doll. At my age, I cannot wear the Cupid doll look anymore. You know, I'd love to go whole hog and wild with all kinds of colors on my face, but you know, at our age, we just gotta go for the healthy look, I guess. You know, at least for my age. I don't know about your age, but my age definitely. And again, if you can rock the Cupid doll, do the Cupid doll. Seriously, you know, it's all about you. It's not about me. This is not about me. But I do love these little. I keep looking at myself with the little cat ears, and I think it's hilarious. I think I might wear that as maybe part of my costume to work, you know, for Halloween. Just sit there in my cube in my office and rock these little ears, because I think they're just cute. All right, the next one is the Wet n Wild Highlighting Powder in Precious Petals. And this is absolutely gorgeous. Look at that. Look at that. Isn't that absolutely phenomenal? Look at the pattern on there. I haven't used it quite a lot, but I'm about to. And this is really like a really pretty champagne gold. I'm going to just put a little on my brush here and try to wing it, guys. And just... it feels like this brush is so funny. I always think that I'm tickling myself with a feather with this type of fan brush. It's just got that texture like you want to put a little feather on your face and just kind of like, you know, that's kind of like the sound it's making. Look at that glow. Guys, look at that. Do you see that? Is that amazing? I mean, that's like amazing. Amazing to me. It's just like, bam, right in there. It's just crazy. Okay, and then I'll put a little bit on this side. Just a little. Again, it's daytime, so I don't want to go totally, oh, my hair's in there. Don't want to go totally hog wild. There we go. Did you guys see me? Did I go down? Because my screen just went black. I guess from, you know, it times out and stuff. All right, so there's that. There you go. Do you see that? I know I didn't blend it in very well, did I? There we go. I'm just going to do it with my fingers. Ad lib, ad lib. There you go. I think it's really pretty. It just gives enough, you know, it's just really, really pretty. Okay, next up real quick is going to be just some really easy eyeshadow. I'm just going to do one color. And this is, I swear to God, I got this like at the 5 and Below store. It's called the Style Essentials Eyeshadow Compact. And it's just got some really pretty colors in there. Just golds and mauves and pinks and things like that. Not so much browns, much more on that pink golden kind of look, I guess, that I want to go for right now. So I'm just gonna do let's see, I need a smaller brush. Do a little pinky here. And they don't have any one of the drawbacks obviously of getting cheap eye color is that they don't have, and I'm looking underneath here, that's why I was staring at it, they don't have a name for any of the eyeshadows. You know, I guess you have to pay extra to have to be named. I don't know, but yeah, no names, but I really like this. It's like a very pretty shimmery rose color, pinkish rose color. And I'm just washing it on my eyes, guys. And, you know, don't feel bad about needing to pull your eye up a little bit just to get into that crease. I have no problems with that. You know, I have no shame when it comes to doing that. There you go. If you have some, you know, kind of the hooded eyes, as I do, which you can't get around. That's just life, guys. But, other than that, you know, I've been pretty busy at work. I'm all caught up with videos. I really have to put a bunch of videos together today, guys, for you because, you know, just with my work being full-time as it is, I'm never home in time to, you know, to do anything. And if I do at night, I'm just tired as crap. And my mind doesn't work that well. So I'll probably slur my speech and look like I'm drunk or something on camera because I am so freaking tired I can't put two words together. So, you know, I tend not to do anything for you guys except on, you know, weekends or you know, mornings and stuff like that. So there's that. I hope I blended that in. I'm not an expert. You know, I'm no top guru expert. This is just, you know, me doing me. But I'll come in so you can see it. It's really pretty color, guys. I really like this color. It's got this beautiful, you know, pink tone to it, like I said. And I'm trying to blend it out as best I can, but I'm not gonna, you know, worry about it that much. That's all it is. I'm just, you know, probably going to the grocery store later today. I've got to go to Lowe's also. I'm trying to put some lights, some deck lights out on our deck, and they're the solar ones that you kind of put on the deck and then you have to screw it in. It's really easy to install, but it just it takes time to go around and, you know, where do you want to position it and all of that. So kind of running some errands today. You know, nothing exciting. Do you think I should put some bronzer on, guys? What do you think? I mean, I have the Physicians Formula Bronze Booster. Let me read this. It's the Glow Glow Boosting 2-in-1 bronzer and highlighter. I don't know if I should do that or if I'm okay with there. That's the one there. It's a really pretty bronzer. Maybe a little, just a dab. How's that? Just to maybe warm up. What can I use for? I didn't bring down my little bronzy. I didn't bring down my contouring brush. That's okay. I'll just use this. It's no big deal. All I'm going to do is just, you know, do a little of that and just like kind of like warm it up very ever so slightly. You know, you just make do with what you have. I mean, I don't cry over like, oh my God, I got the wrong brush. Whatever shall I do? I mean, life goes on. You know, it's funny, guys. Speaking of life goes on, it always baffles me how we're so focused on what everybody thinks of us and blah blah blah, or looks or whatever it is, right? And it's always interesting to me just how little some people don't pay attention to other people, to anything about other people. Case in point, and maybe it's because I work with a lot of men and men just don't look at women, you know, it has to be like really in your face for them to notice something different about a woman that's not a body part, let's just say. So I went in, you know, my hair, right? My hair is chopped way down, right? And I mean, some people noticed right away, and the women tended to notice right away. So the women in my office, they were like right away, they were on it, right? On it. But the men, it's, you could see in their face, they knew something was different, but they couldn't quite place what was different on me, right? So it took them, literally, some of them, about 2 days to figure out that I had cut my hair. And one guy actually asked me if I had lost weight, which I busted out laughing because I'm like, well, technically I did lose weight if you consider that I lost about 3 inches off my hair. Kind of, that's weight, right? So it was kind of funny. It's so what I'm trying to get from this is, don't worry if you screw up or something, you know, your mascara or your brushes are wrong or whatever. People are not likely to really notice very little technical things off of you, really. They're much more focused into themselves than in you. A lot of people are. So unless you're like wearing some banana colors or something, yeah, they're not going to notice. All right, so for the last one, I'm using Nude Cream or Creme. Actually it's Creme. Yeah, Nude Creme number 26 Milani lipstick. I just purchased this the other day because I just thought that this was such a pretty color. There. Oh, come on, focus. There. Come on. Pull back. Well, it's 26. And it's Milani. It's such a pretty color, guys. So pretty. Look at that. Look at that. It's just like this brownish, pinkish, just beautiful tones to it. Brand new. I used it one time, I think the other day for work, and that was it. Let me put a little on here. Do you guys ever talk through putting on your lipstick like you talk and what, your lips are open, but you're still talking? That happens to me all the time. I'm like impatient about putting lipstick on. I gotta talk through it. Especially if I'm in the car with my husband and he's talking to me and asking me a question and I happen to be putting on my lipstick, I feel the need to talk through that. There. Do you like that? Look at that. A little on this side. I tend to have like, I mean, I tell you these guys, you know, everything. And I'm sure everybody, I'm sure a lot of people, their faces are non-symmetrical. Usually your face, you know, one side is a little bit different than the other side. My lips are like that. Like one side of my lip on the top is a tiny bit thinner maybe than the other side, so you're always having to like adjust with your lipstick or lip liner or whatever you're doing to kind of even everything out. And it's just the nature of the beast, you know. You can't do anything about it. But I'm self-conscious about it, but I'm sure no one on this planet realizes or looks at me and says, oh my god, her lips are like, you know. Guys, sorry about that. My memory buffer went full on me because I was doing it for so long and completely turned everything off. So what was I talking about? Oh yeah, what was I talking about? I was talking about the I guess people just not seeing, you know, if you do some of these you know, stuff on your face. So anyway, I'm gonna wrap it up for now. So it is let's see, 11:49. There we go. And like I said, I'm going to go around town. I'm going to do some more videos. I'm going to do some things, and I'll check in with you guys during the day to see how this wears. Remember, the right side is the sponge and the left side is the brush. Reminding myself that too. Everything else, you know, I'm sure the lipstick will wear off soon, so we're not really concerned about the lipstick. We're really concerned about the, you know, foundation and how it wears. It seems to have a really nice satiny finish. It's not overly dewy. I don't see it being, you know, I'm looking at the mirror right now and I'm not picking up that it's extra, you know, out there. It's really not glowy, but it's not matte either. In my opinion, it's not really matte either. It could be just because of the e.l.f. primer underneath it, but I think it's okay. I think it's doing really good. And so anyway, I'll get back to you guys in a few hours, and I'll check in with you. So see you in a few. Hey guys, I'm back for an update on the e.l.f. foundation. I've been just doing some videos here and you know, housework, nothing major. I haven't stepped out yet. I know I was going to go and run my errands, but I haven't had lunch yet. So my lipstick is still fully on, you know, if you care. It's, like I said, the Milani, so that's doing really good. I have noticed a little bit of shine on my forehead. I haven't noticed a big difference between the right side, which was, of course, the Beauty Blender side, and then the left side, which was the brush side. So let me come in close. If you can see it, the glow, that highlight glow, is still pretty nice on there, on that cheek area, which I'm really liking. And I still got the eyeshadows doing really good. There's the other cheeky, if you can see. So it's, you know, I really like it. So far so good. Now I've got some of this this just a NYX paper, you know, thingy, and I'm gonna go ahead and blot my forehead just for you guys to see. And it's let me show you the time now. Let's see what the time says. I gotta lock my phone for it to actually do that. Okay, there you go. It's 1:31. So we've had this on, what, like about 2.5 hours now, basically, you know. So let's go ahead and do a little, just a little blotting here, just to see. Now, I'm not a particularly oily person, but I do have a T-zone, you know. I've always had the little T-zone thing. So as you can see, there's quite a bit of oil coming in. There you go. And yeah, there, you see? But there's no transfer, which is, let me look under the light here. No, there's no transfer at all. So that's a good thing. See, that's all the nasty coming out. Now it's not slick, oily like, you know, some people that are very, very oily. It's like, holy mackerel, it's totally oily. But that's all I'm going to do. I'm going to leave the rest au naturel because I do want to see it, how it wears and if it's wearing off or anything like that. I haven't noticed Let me see if I hold the phone here. Okay, there we go. A little bit of a transfer, not a lot. I'm just gonna hold it against my cheek there. I don't know if you can tell. There's a little bit, like right around here, right around here. You see, but not horrible. I can live with that. I really can. It's not a slick ball, so I can live with that. But if that's, you know, an issue for you, obviously, then that's not, you know, okay. But so far, I mean, for the price, being a lower budget drugstore foundation, this is doing remarkably well. I don't see any creeping under my eyes. Do you guys? I mean, I haven't even touched up anything under here. Nothing. I don't see anything going on that's nasty of any nature. So, you know, it's doing really good. I think it's doing really nicely. And the color seems to be a really good match. I think they have, I don't think they have too many colors. I'll have to check on that for you guys and go online and see how many color tone variations that they have. From what I'm remembering in the store, they might have had maybe five or six, but I certainly don't see a huge variety of it. They could up their game and bring in the deeper and medium tones a little bit more. So, you know, Elf, if you're listening, that's just my recommendation. You got to get up with the times here, guys, because there's more than, you know, 5 tones of people on the planet, seriously. So anyway, so I'll check back with you guys later in the afternoon and I'll let you know how it's going. And I might go out. I do have to run an errand. Geez, I have to get out there, but it's just I've been really trying hard to get some of these videos up for you guys, so you know, I don't leave you hanging. So I'll check back with you later. Bye. Hey guys, I'm back at my car. I've been running around, heapy running around a lot, but I wanted to stop in with you guys. It's 3:47 now. I just took a picture of my dashboard clock so you can see what time it is. And I've been running around town, and I went to, I happened to go into my local Goodwill around here. They have a area where they have actually like some of the better quality pocketbooks, sometimes designer. I've seen Michael Kors there. For some reason, someone in this neighborhood loves Coach pocketbooks because they keep getting a lot of Coach pocketbooks in there, and some Michael Kors. I haven't seen anything more than that. Of course, they have the usual like Nine West and things like that. But I did get one Coach I'm hoping it's real. I don't know. What do you think, guys? I'm not sure about the logo because my other Coach pocketbook looks a little different. But yeah, I picked this little guy up. It looks really pretty. It's just the right size for me, and it's got the handle on it. It does have the little Coach logo on here. I don't know if you guys can see that there. And I got it for a rip-roaring price of $12.91. So if it is a real Coach, and I'm thinking it is because it does have the label in here, but you know, you never know. I mean, these knockoffs these days are so freaking good that you can't even tell if they're knockoffs or not. That's the only thing I see in here as far as a number. I'm kind of looking around. It looks really clean inside, guys. Look at that. Really pretty and clean. I didn't see any smudge marks or anything, you know, that I wouldn't buy it for. And 12 bucks, you know, just to run around town and put my stuff in there. It's the right size for my wallet and my phone. a couple, you know, lipstick, things like that. Just the right size for the weekend and running around, which I love. So yeah, that was my little find for the weekend. As far as the makeup is concerned, it is staying on pretty good. Let me check myself in the mirror here. I've definitely got the glow on. It's definitely a glowing, and I know that I put that gold highlighter on from Wet n Wild that was really intense, but I do see that my blush is still intact. I'm looking in my mirror here. I do see that my highlighter is still intact over here, so that's a good thing. Of course, my eyeshadow is intact, but that has nothing to do with anything. I did put on new lipstick because I did have a lunch, so I had to put on new lipstick, but it's the same color lipstick as before. And overall, my skin looks really healthy. I really like my under eye area. There's no creepiness, really. There's no drying out underneath my eye area. So that's a really, really good thing, guys. I'm seeing that it's actually glowing. It's really nice, you know, and I don't know if that's the e.l.f. Pink powder. I'm assuming that that has worn off already. I don't think that anything has really stayed on for that, but I'm not finding anything out of the ordinary is what I'm saying underneath my eyes. Okay, I do notice a little bit of pinkness under my nostrils, but maybe that is the only area that's really wearing off right now. I'm seeing a lot of it's just very how do you call it, even on my cheeks. My chin does have a little it looks like a little red flare up over here. I don't know if you guys can tell, and that certainly has poked itself through, so I can see that. Overall, I do see some texturing on my cheek area, so you know, some of the pores, it's not like it's going to fade the pores or minimize the pores. So if you do have larger pores, that could be an issue. Then again, it could be the highlighter. I'm not sure, but it's definitely showing up. I mean, I can see it, and it's definitely not camouflaging my pore area over here. So that's, you know, that's okay. I can live with that. But overall, the color is really nice. The glow is okay. It's not overly oily. Now, my skin isn't overly oily, but it does have that T-zone area where it does oil up. So, and I haven't blotted except for my forehead earlier today, which I showed you guys. So that's that. So it is, like I said, around close to 4. I'll probably check in with you guys one more time before dinner, and then that'll be it. But so far so good. I think for an e.l.f. product, and for it being like all of like $4 or something, I mean, you can't beat that with a stick. Seriously, you can't beat that with a stick. So definitely so far a thumbs up for it, and I'll check in with you later. So see you guys in a bit. Bye. Hey guys, I'm crunching on water and ice and everything else in here. Taking down my water. Got that much to go. So this is my final check-in for you guys, and it is now, let's take a gander, 5:56. Do you see that? 5:56, so almost 6 o'clock. So this has been on my skin for about, what, like 7 hours, close to 8 hours now that I've put it on. And yeah, it's got a glow on. It's got a definite glow on, as you can see. I'm going to come closer to the lights off of this side here. It is definitely shining up, and I did blot one time, just this upper area, and as you can tell, it's come back. Did not blot my nose, didn't blot my cheeks, because they're usually not that bad. They're usually, you know, normal. They're not oily. My chin, it's got a little glow on there, nothing to worry about. You know, the eyeshadow held up pretty well, guys. I mean, considering that I didn't even put on any primer underneath there, for $5, you know, I think that the shadow is doing really nicely. I'm liking the way it looks on my eyes, especially my, you know, green eyes coming out. That pinky iridescence is really pretty on it, so I'm happy with that. You know, this wore off. I mean, after 8 hours, it's gonna wear off. I do see a little bit of the highlight still on there, guys. I don't know if you, I can't I can't point with this camera to save my life. Just right over here, you can see there's a little bit of that highlight glow still going. So I think that's a pretty good product. So definitely keep that in mind. And I'll leave all the descriptions of the makeup that I used today down in the description box below, so you guys can obviously go and do what you will with it, get it, not get it, whatever. So what are my final thoughts? My final thoughts are that this foundation, the e.l.f. foundation, is definitely worth the $4 or $5 of investment. You're not going to go wrong, especially in the first 3 to 4 hours. It's a really lovely foundation. It's nice. I mean, it has, you know, worn off maybe a little bit around here, but I don't see it really wearing off. I don't see it, you know, doing anything really weird. I mean, I saw the blush wearing off more than really the foundation. The foundation, although it's, you know, bringing out the oils and obviously not holding on to that, because I don't think it's meant to be oil control. So it's, you know, it's just doing a very mediocre job at best with any oil absorption. But the color is really nice. It runs toward I would say a neutral tone to cooler neutral tone, which is where I am on the spectrum. I don't really have a lot of golden tones in my you know, complexion. It's more on that neutral tone. So anything that is less yellow and more on the neutral and you know, pink side, it looks better on me. So I'm very happy with the actual look. It looks very natural, right guys? I mean, look, I mean, it looks really natural. I don't see any demarcation. It blends in very well with my skin coloring, so that's a good thing. So that's it. That's my view on it. Is it my ride or die, or is it my holy grail? No, it is not. It's not, you know, on a spectrum of 1 to 10, 10 being the ride and die, I would give this a solid, you know, 6.5 to 7. I would definitely wear it. I would probably purchase it again when I use up this bottle. I'll probably purchase it again as an everyday kind of go to work type of makeup. Again, this is not, you know, red carpet makeup. This is not special event makeup. This is just blend in, look good, and don't stick out of the crowd type of makeup. Giving your skin a nice little glow, a nice little refreshment, but nothing, you know, not a full coverage and not a glam makeup, if that makes sense to you. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Please subscribe if you haven't yet subscribed. I do makeup and skincare. I do a lot of videos on health and things like that, and just fun stuff, things that I find around that will help everybody out. Okay, I love you guys very much. Give it a thumbs up, of course, and happy end of October. I don't even know, this might go up around November 1st or something. I don't even know, but happy, you know, fall, obviously, and happy soon coming up holidays for everybody. I wish everybody joy and blessings in their holiday seasons that are coming up, and enjoy the time with your family and your friends. That's what it's all about. I love you all. Blessings to all. Until next time, bye-bye.